What's that? Hi. Hey, Warrior Saints. Welcome to today's edition of our Crucifixional live stream. I'm a mess, and I apologize. My words are all over the place. I don't really even know what's going on right now. These lights are very bright. There's cameras in my faces. It's crazy. My wife and I recently had our second child.
Yay!
Yay! It's a boy! Yay! It's great. We're excited. We're so happy, and we are so tired. And just tired. Like, it was awesome with the first one. You know, there was the exhaustion, but there was also the excitement that goes with it. You know, like, I love the midnight feedings, and I still love the midnight feedings. Don't misunderstand me. It's wonderful, but it's different. It's different when you have a toddler already. It's different when you have someone running around with all this energy, and you're just like, I have no energy. I'm dead to the world. Please, you've taken all the life from me. And I love you, but you've taken all of my life from me. Please stop. And they don't stop. They tick-tock. They don't stop. And then you add on top of all of that exhaustion and all of that, just the overwhelming feelings of pressure that come with being a new parent. Like, what's going on? What am I going to do? How am I teaching them? What am I teaching them? What am I showing them? This is a human being that I am now responsible for. The hospital, gives you no instruction manuals. They give you, two things on how to do the diapers and are just like, oh, you already have one, you're fine, go for it. And then they just send you away with this person that you're responsible for, that you're supposed to take care of, that you have to, they don't know anything. They're learning everything. They're infants. And so what are you doing with that? How are you doing that? And, where are you going with it? It's exhausting. It's crippling. There's just so much going on. And it's beautiful. But there's a reason that it's so beautiful. There's a reason that we have all this almost crushing, pressure that we feel. What are we going to do with it? It's because we are responsible to train and to raise this person. We are responsible as parents for who this person is going to become. We are responsible for ultimately shaping them, molding them into someone who is the kind of person that we want them to be, God willing. And then we are going to send them out into the world, just like we're sent out into the world with this baby carrier with a child in it. I take heart when I try to figure out where I want to start with that. And I go to the book of Proverbs. And we hear in chapter 1, the very outset of the book of Proverbs, we hear in verse 7, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. Fools despise wisdom and instruction. There's a lot going on in there. There's a lot that I have to pull out of there. There's a lot going on that I need to figure out, that I have to understand, or at least try to work with. First and foremost, I am called to teach my child the fear of the Lord. This is the beginning of their knowledge. Everything needs to start with the Lord. They need to grow up in a household that is firmly rooted in the Lord, that is striving as best they can to live a crucifixional life and do the things that we are called to do. And that is going to be the beginning of their knowledge, is that they start understanding what is going on. The best thing that brings me most joy in my heart right now is when my daughter wants to bless the food. I don't always remember to bless the food. Now I'm telling you all of my ugly secrets. I forget sometimes, especially when I'm hungry. I want to start. But she reminds us it's time to bless the food. And then she does it. She wants that prayer to be central in her heart. She wants that to be inside her. Maybe she thinks it's fun. Maybe she thinks it's cool. She's excited that she knows it. I don't care. It's the beginning of that being in her heart. And the fear of the Lord is the beginning of the knowledge. Then it goes on to say, fools despise wisdom and instruction. I'm the fool in this scenario, because I'm the one who is called to start teaching these children the fear of the Lord. And if I reject wisdom and instruction in my own life, teaching me the fear of the Lord so that I might come to know who God is, as finite as we're able to do that, and I ignore the instruction teaching me to live that crucifixional life, then I am the fool. The proverbist goes on to say, "Hear, my son, your father's instruction, reject not your mother's teaching." But those things are worthless if the father and mother are not themselves being taught, are not themselves being guided. All of us as parents, this is what we're called to do. This is what we're called to lead. I want you to join us on that path. Visit us at warriorsaints.org. Subscribe to the Way of the Warrior Saint so that we're all fighting this fight together. We're all learning together, and we're all striving to live the crucifixional life to the best of our ability as best as we can. So make sure you get warriorsaints.org, scroll down halfway, get on the Way of the Warrior Saint. Until we see you tomorrow, you keep walking on the Way of the Warrior Saint.